Okay, so now let me now preview this particular page again. We just design now here. So okay, this is our this table layout here now for this navigation. But I want us to put all this navigation word message here. I want us to put it at the center of this particular column. Do you get it now? So I will return to what? I'm returning back to my page here. So I'm returning back to my HTML page here. I will now apply another attribute, align center attribute here. I will apply it to what? To every TD we have here for the what? Navigation. Align center and align center. Align center is to move each of the message to what? To the center of the what? Page. Align center and also align center here now. You can see. So if you notice that what? Every information that is here, look at this home, is on the left side, perfumes on the left side, client on the left side. Since I already applied this align center word here to them, once I save this page here now and I preview it again, to preview it, I just click on this button called refresh, reload page. Everything move to the center. Can you see now? That is it. So before we move ahead, let me show you something now. When you are designing a layout for a web page like this, you are using different type of the table to arrange each of this information. At the end of this particular design, you are going to remove all the table border lines, because it's just like you are using eraser to now clean those border lines so that people will not see it again. That is the same thing what we are going to do now. But removing this particular word, table word, border line here, we just need to return to what? Our HTML code. Everywhere our table have a border like this, we can remove it. Let me remove the one that is that we use for navigation. I set border to 0 and I will save. Once I save and I refresh this page, all this one you will not see it again. Can you see now? But some people might not even know that one. The home, perfume, client and the about here, we use a table for it. Because if somebody think that well, this is column 1, this is column 2, and you can just put in the information in column 2 like this by arranging it properly, it's not possible. It is because they already use a table for it. And most of the website we see today where they arrange most of the information like this, they also use a table for what? For most of their layout. And later they just remove the table border so that it will look more attractive, so that it won't look rough. So for the second part here too, I want to also remove what? The table border again, which is set to what? To the one here. I set it to 0. And even though for the header section, I set it to what? To 0. Then I can save. And once I refresh this page again, can you see? That is it. So nobody is going to know that one. All the information you are creating from what? From the table word layout. Do you get it now? But let me now add the social media image to this particular section. Because I said that well, we need the social media image now. So we are going to look for some of the social media image. The image for Facebook, I think we have them here. Oh, we didn't have it. Because of time, let me just go and look for it from my system here. I already have some images. You get now for them on some people's site here. So this is Danjuma cow and images. Okay now, so I'm using this social media image, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Telegram abi. Okay, this Twitter, this Telegram now. So I'm using social media on this. So I'm copying this for social media here now. I will now take it to what? To the folder already prepared for this perfume here. I will drop those social media picture I want to use here. Because I want everything to be complete at once. So since I have a social media here, all social media image they are JPEG. I will now return back to the section where I want to add the social media to here. I will use my image tag. The same image tag I use for the work, for the logo. I will use it to display the social media too. So I'm copying this social media, this image tag now. I put it here. So this first one is a FB for what? Facebook. But I will reduce the size maybe to something like what? Let me say 25 pixel and 25 pixel. to check whether this is exactly the size I need or not. So once I save this one, let me preview the page first to confirm how it will look like here now. So I'll click on what? Refresh. I think that's better. I think it's small. If I want to make it a little bit big again, I can change it from 25 to what? Maybe 45 or 35. And this is 35 again. Because the social media icon must not be something too big on our website again. You can see, I think this is more better now. So since I want to add the remaining one again, I can now duplicate this particular code again. So I'll now paste it 2, 3, okay, 4, 5. So I have TW, I have IN, which one again? Social media image here, Telegram. I have Telegram, which is TG, and maybe FB again. So I save this again. So once I refresh this page again, you can see all my social media image. They are now appearing here. So if I want them to go to the what? To the left side again, it's okay here. That is all. You get it now. But remember that I already set all this particular one. I set the border for all this. I set the border of this one off. You get it now. So let me restore the border line again, because once you through with this particular layout, you can finally set all the border wall off now. You get it now. Okay, there's no need for this last one here. So these are the what we are still working on now. You can see. So after that again, the next section is the section we are using for the banner here, which is table 3. I'm going to make sure I complete layout for all this table here now, table 3 here. And that will go to be a table of 1 row 1 column. Even though 4 1 row 1 column, 5 1 row 1 column, 6 1 row 1 column, I will create all this one at once again, one by one. So return back here again and copy this particular one code here for table 3 now, but the height is going to be different. So here now, this table 3, and that's for the what? For the slider or banner. Do you get now? I say what? Slider or banner, depend on what you want to put here, or video. So that's why I'm using this particular table for. But like I said, it's going to be one column. So I remove this column that is there. This only column that are going to remain here now. And that's table 3. And this is going to be what? I don't know what I'm going to use here now, image. So I don't need this particular width for this table 3 here. This has to be, but I can leave the align center. But the height for it is very important. I can send the height, since it's going to be using for banner, something we have on this our previous page we design, like this video. You can see this is something we want to put on that section now. So you can make the height for this particular table now to be what? 350. Do you get now? But it can be adjusted again, pixel. So when I save this, let me see how the table will now look like here now. Can you see? I think that's more better now. This is exactly the height we are looking for. So for the next table we want to create again, that is for where we are going to have our product. Do you get it now? So but height of that table must be a little bit bigger than the one for the banner. So I return back here, I will copy this table again. Do you get it now? And also paste it. This is going to be for product. So product what? Product section on our home page. We want to be product section, and that's table 1, table 4. So I'm making the height for the product here to be around something like this 300. Let me say 400 now. Okay, and I can save this again. So and once I refresh this particular page again, you can see this for table 4. Do you get it now? And this for table 4. Good. So apart from this again, there's going to be for the next one again. That is for the what? Social, newsletter section. So I paste this one, I call it what? Newsletter section now, and that's table what? Table 5. The newsletter section must not be too much. I think maybe 100 should be okay for that newsletter, or 150 in terms of the height. 150 in terms of the height. So I save it again, and here now when I click on save, you can see that is it. And the last one is footer section now. So I can come down here again and now create a last table which is for footer section now. So the footer section is table 6 now, and I'm making the height to be 50. So that is it. So I can put my footer information here by using the name of our website here now, which is Princess Perfume Shop here. I copy this from here, I return to this and now use the maybe h3 tag or h4 tag, to display the message. That's it now, and I will close this for h4. So I want to put something like a copyright again here. I'll say copyright. Do you get it now? Copyright. I'm using some entity to display the copyright icon now. So I can say ampersand copy, semicolon. So follow with what? 2025. Yes. All right. Reserved. Okay. All right, reserved. So good. So here now I can now save this and try to preview how my layout look like now. Refresh the page. Can you see now? This is our footer section. So this section for the copyright again, because the footer section will appear on all the pages. The newsletter too can appear on all the pages, but the pages might not have it. So we are still adding it here now. So I will return back to this now and define the information for newsletter. This time around I'm going to use like a maybe h2 tag to display the newsletter information. I say subscribe to our weekly newsletter. Okay, so I close the h2 tag, and after that again I want to put something like a text box where they can type the email address. I'll use this tag called input tag. I will say type equal email, since I want the email to be typed in this box. I say email, and this tag I give you the name is going to be called email too. Email. Okay, and placeholder. A placeholder can guide the user to know the type of value they need to type there. I say enter your email address. Okay, enter your email here now. So I close the placeholder and I close this tag here. You get it now. So let's see what this one go to return here for this newsletter session before we continue. So once I save this table again and I return to the newsletter section here, this is what we are trying to do. Can you see now? Subscribe to our weekly newsletter here. So once you type your email here, there must be a button that must appear to click on. So I can return back to this. I'm using the same input element here to generate a button tag too, button object. So I'll say input type now. I turn this one to button. That's how the button object appear. So button did not need the placeholder and doesn't need the name here. I delete it. Instead of placeholder, I will call button value. The value here to specify what type of message you want this button to display is going to be subscribe now. Subscribe now. So I want this message to appear on the button. that user have to click on subscribe now to now subscribe after enter the email. When I preview this section again, can you see again? That is it. So we already have our footer section here. We have the newsletter section here again for anybody. The main section now is what? Is this product section, and this one, this section for video. So I will now use the video tag. I'll put a video tag here. We already create a video before. We already use a video. So the same video we use in this index page, what I want to use again, and I don't remember the name. What's the name of that video? Okay, facet. This is equal to add the video now. You get it now. So let me now add the video tag to this particular one, to this page 3 instead of banner. That's what we are using for our banner now. To add the video, I use a tag called what? Video. You get it now. I will close it, and I will also close it like this. I say video or video tag. Now inside that video tag, I will now use another tag to specify the video file I want to add, and that tag is called source. I'll say src to specify the actual name of that video, but the video I want to add is stored inside inside a folder, and folder name is called videos. I'll now it must be in this quotation here, videos. Okay, I'll now say slash. The name of the video is facet. See facet or facet. Let me get the name. Okay, facet eros. Good. That's it now. So I just copy the video name here. That is it. I'll say .mp4 because video I'm adding is an mp4. After that again, I must specify the attribute type to specify the type of the video I'm going to add. I'll say equal to the video type is video. I'll say slash mp4 is an mp4 video, and that is all. Then I close this video tag here. But there's one more thing I must specify again, which is going to be here. The attribute called control that will allow all the button you can use to play video, to pause video to appear. That's it here now. So the moment I save this page and I preview this section, video will appear here now. Can you see? Video is already appeared, but that video is too big for this section. Remember, that is just what you can see now. Since we already specified the height for where we are putting, if you look at the table we create for that particular video, we said the height for that table should be 350 pixel, and the width should be 100 pixel. So that means we must use the same width and the height and use it for the video again to reduce the video that is big. So you put that width and height inside the video tag here. Is either before control or after control like this. Do you get it now? And save again. So the moment I refresh, you see that this video that is too long here will be reduced too. Can you see now? It's not perfectly well specified here. That is it. So our layout for now is complete, but the section for this particular product, we are not going to put anything there now. But what I'm going to put for quick remember is a message that I'm going to say main content. This is going to be main content for our web page, because we are going to be using this main content for every pages. When we are creating a website, all the pages should have the same structure. Yes. Okay, you can go on. Good evening. I'm with you. Yes, again, we can have some JavaScript functionality to it to make it play automatically. Do you get it now? Are you with me? Or you can still use your attribute called autoplay. Do you get it? When I say auto play. Do you get it? So that is it. But this autoplay does not work because depend on the type of the browser you are using. Do you get it now? So you can use the JavaScript to automatically control it. Like this one I added here now. If I refresh this particular page, you see it's not what, it's not playing here now. Do you get it now? That is one. So I already save it. You can see the page is already saved. Do you get it now? That is it. Now look at what will happen. You know I told you that when you started this, like say you should have about more than one browser. Are you with me? So I'm copying this particular code URL here. I copy it from here now. Can you see? Once I copy, I'm using my Chrome, my Edge browser here. I paste on this Edge browser. You can see now, it's still not playing even though when I put on the browser again. Let me use the Opera because sometimes it might depend on the browser for it to play or not. You get it now? You can see all three browsers did not play it. Okay, now that's not difficult now. Coming down to our Google again, let's see how to play the HTML video nature automatically. We call it what? Play video automatically, okay, in HTML. Can you see it now? Play video automatically in HTML. You can see what is specified in W3 School. Use autoplay attribute. You get now, which is the same thing, gig for gig autoplay attribute. But I would suggest that you should only use gig for gig when you are searching for something like this. Are you getting it now? So it's the more easy, it explain it in detail than using the W3 School. You get it now? So let me see open it for you in W3 School again. Because something like this, some additional approach you can also apply to a table. Can you see this one now? You can see video, you can see autoplay here. You get it now? That is it. The same thing we just did there now. You have the controls autoplay. So, and even though with that, our one is not playing. Did it play? No. You get it now? So, sometimes you might need to control it with with the JavaScript code again. You get it now? For it to to be played automatically. Autoplay muted. That if you don't want it to even do play again. You get it? So muted attribute can also be used. There are many attributes you can use with your video tag. So returning back to to it again here. Do you get it now? Where's my autoplay here now? Okay, this autoplay here. Do you get it now? So let me go position. Anywhere you put it does not matter. I just want you to avoid any doubt. Why is it not playing? Autoplay now. Or I can remove this particular control. Can you see now? And I say this table again. So returning, preview the page here. I will refresh. Can you see now? You see when I remove the word, the reason why you don't see any control to even though play it now is simply because I remove the particular control word tag here. That's one of the important. So if you don't put control tag here, there's no way you can play your video. So that's why we have to undo and return the control again. So return back here again and refresh this. You can see the control. Do you get it now? So, but that is the one of some of the problem people face when you are using some of your HTML attribute. But if you want it to play properly now, we can use control, we can use JavaScript to make sure this particular video also will play now. Like this one we have in this section here. Where is it here? We don't have this video. Okay. Even though, let me copy this code here now and put it on another browser. On another another page here temporary, and see that the same thing, but we are going to change the source here now. Okay, even though since this one is coming from online, so I save it like let me say video dot html and click on save now. So and now I want to preview it again. You see the own tool is here to load, coming online. You see, even though this one too is still not playing. Do you get it now? So that is sometimes autoplay work depend on the browser you were using. Do you get now? But the attribute you need to use to use the autoplay. That is it. So but don't worry, that will be rectified as we are moving ahead again. Do you get it now? So but that we can use autoplay attribute. Do you get it now? So apart from that one again here now, on this particular one layout, let me preview it again to know where our layout. So you have seen the section where we have the video. So when I click on it now, the video will play here. The reason why I say JavaScript can be able to use is that what, sometimes when the video play and video finish, you may want the video to continue. Do you get now? Not that video just play once and it stop once. When somebody first get to your website, you can make the video to continue playing. Each time it stop, you should play again, because that's the best way. It's good for the advert. Because when you see the advert, you might want your advert to keep repeating itself. But like this one again, it's only playing once. To make it to continue playing, there's going to be a need for JavaScript work to control it properly. So that is for that one now. So this section where we are going to have our main content. Now what we just did there now is the layout which we prepare for the whole website now. So I'm using this layout to now start creating all the remaining new website page we are going to be creating now. And this is what I'm going to do now. So there are some content here we don't need again, and the content we need again. Do you get it now? So I will use this layout to create a new website for us. So to do that again, I will close everywhere I already have this page now. That is number one. And number two, I will now return to my what? To my folder here. This is the folder we are using before for what? For our website here now. You get it now? So I will duplicate this particular folder. Since I'm using it for the layout again, I copy it. I will now paste it all again. So I will rename this folder now to, oh yeah, okay. Oh, there's nothing inside. Okay, oh no. Okay. So I will now rename this particular folder to be layout, because this is where we are using our layout now. I say underscore what? Layout now. Good. So when it's underscore layout, inside this folder, all the other HTML page I have there, I'll delete all of them because I don't need them. That's it now. Only what I'm needing is what? Is the folders. So this is the layer I just created now. We are using this layer to now create a new, all the web pages properly. Do you get it now? And what to do that, I'll open the layout. I will now saving this layer for each of the pages. Layout again. I will first save it as well as index. I will create the index page out of this layout now. That is one. Do you get it now? And these are all the information we are going to have on the index. The content here, I'm going to name it what? Index content. Index main content now. That may have an index. So the same one layout again. I'll see open it again to create what? The other pages like what? Client, perfume, and contact us. So I'll click on file, save as. Okay, no, this is not the page folder I'm saving to. I'm saving to this new folder layout now. I'll call this one what? Perfume. You see, that is it now. But this particular perfume page I created now is not going to, I don't need this section called what? Banner and slider on the perfume page. You get it now? Because the layout of perfume page will be a little bit different from the index page. Let me preview this index for us first. And this is the index page here now. But the perfume page is going to be quite what different. So I'm going to make some adjustment to this perfume page because I don't need this video there now. So I just need something like a header. So this 350 height here, okay, we are rendering up, and this 400 now. Do you get it now? I will reduce this section to what? To 100. Remain 250. Are you with me now? I reduce this particular section of the wall of the banner to 100. I will name it as well as the page wall, page header section. Page header section, because every page must have a header word name. Do you get it now? That is it. So the remaining 250 I add it to this one, making 650, because this is This is going to be the main wall, main page for the wall. For no. I'm not supposed to change the index. It's not index section. Okay, it's not index section. It is perfume section I need to change now. So I'll remove this from the perfume section. I will now name this one. I'll give it H2. Then I'm going to be what? Product page. All the product where all the product appear. So I name it A2 here now. So like I said, this is going to be what? 100. And this is going to be what? 650 now. Okay, we can add it. I take 250 away from add it to here. I'm renaming this particular section to become what? Page what? Page what? Header. That is it. So this is going to be the main product main content now. Product main content will be here. So I already adjust it. So when I preview this here now, this is exactly how it's going to work. Do you get it now? So because we are going to display more product on this section, that's why we have this particular page here now. So the same layout now I'm going to use for the remaining one. I use something like this for client, about, and contact us. So I'm going to use this particular perfume page, save it for each of those sections now. So this perfume page, I save it as client. Okay, and this is going to be what? The client page now, because every page must have a what? And here is going to be what? The client main page. Okay, and after that again, I'll save this one for about again. About. Okay, save here now, and then go to the what? About us page. And then go to the what? About us main page. I'll save it. And the last page here is what? No, is a contact us main page now. Save as well. Contact here, and here will be what? Contact us main page, and also contact us one main page. So all those pages is already created using the layout now. So for us to see how they work, since you already prepared their navigation initially, do you get it now? Everything will be working now. So when I click on this page now, you can see this section here is now what? It's now the section for the home page. This is the home page now. So when I click on the navigation here for what? Perfume, you can see now, you know this is a perfume where we are going to see all the products here. So when I click on the client again, this is a client section again. And when I click on the about us again, we are using the same layout to automatically prepare all this one. And here we click on what? About us. That is it. So the first thing we need to do is this particular layout. So the next class again now, we will now need to start building the content for each of this page. We will build the content for what? For the home page. What will be information we are going to display here is continuation from our layout. We build the content for the perfume page again. How to display all the product here. We will build the content for what? For client page again. We also go to build the content for what? About us again, and also content for what? For contact us again. So each of them are still going to have their own what? Different layout. Do you get now? With different information we are going to what? To have there. So that is what I want us to cover for what? For today now on this particular one. Layout for the table again, but it's not yet over. You continue to build the content for the, but when you are creating your website, like I said there before, you can choose any of the layout section you available here to start preparing your website. Even though some of these particular sites, see, they already complete here again, they already have a layout sketch for them before most of the information will appear in this particular format. Do you get it now? So that is how to use the table for the layout, and that's what we are going to solve for what? For tonight. So any question again, guys?